Hey guys, today we're going to be making a pork stew with dumplings or dumplings with pork stew. As you can see, it looks pretty good. This is just a preview of what came out, and here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start cooking with the stew, and to cook the stew, we need pork. Luckily, I already had pork that was already pre-made, and we're going to use that. This is pork ribs that I sous vide a while ago, and now they're like perfect for this. We're going to start with a quart of water. I kind of cleaned the ribs a little bit and put the stuff in the pan, and then we're just gonna clean up some more because there's a lot of like onions and all kinds of stuff. It's really tasty stuff is stuck in there. And let's focus on making the bouillon for our stew. I recommend this. I mean, of course, you can try whatever and use any kind of bouillon or beef stock, but this is excellent. You need like about a teaspoon of this stuff for 8 ounces of water. As you can see, I'm doing about 3 teaspoons, and it makes freaking fantastic bouillon. And I mean, it's really good. Like, it's full of flavor. I mean, excellent bouillon. Like, there's all the spices, everything, seasoning is in there. It's good stuff. It's really, really good. Highly recommend it. Dude, this is like, I'm having some kind of a creative block here. So I'm trying to record the voiceover over this section, and as you can see, I'm cutting the ribs. There's nothing really fucking going on here. It's just, I'm just chopping up those flipping ribs, and I'm trying to explain to you what I'm doing with these ribs, and nothing comes to my mind, and I'm just like going completely blank. So I freaking re-recorded this thing like probably 6 times. So bear with me here. So basically what I'm doing here is I made this rib because I like to make big batches of meat when I'm cooking for my family. So I made it, I cooked it, I freaking froze it, and when you unfreeze it, it's like as if you just cooked it. It comes out amazing because it's sous vide and it's in a bag and it's in its own juice. So it's all good to go. And this is what I'm doing here. I'm basically reusing this awesome, delicious pre-made stuff. Okay, what is this? This is the bouillon. So we're mixing it because we're about to embark on a journey here. So what we're gonna start with is the bones. The bones need to go in for at least an hour. Why? Because bones are full of flavor, and it wouldn't be the same without the bones. So now we added all the meat, the bones, and we're just gonna let it sit there, and we're gonna let it cook for an extended period of time. I mean, it's up to you exactly how long you want to do it, but I would leave it in there cooking for at least a couple of hours, which is what I did. And we're going to be coming back to it, but for now we're going to start cutting onions, because onions are also one of the key ingredients in preparing this dish. Originally I wanted to cut 3 onions, but kind of recalculated it and settled on 2. So here we are. We're going to just chop them up and load them into a bowl and get it ready for the fry pan. And the next thing, we're frying the onions, and the intent here is to deeply caramelize them, because caramelized onions are freaking amazing. There's so much flavor in them. It's just phenomenal. Anyway, we're adding. There's a thing to notice. I've added some of the stew into onions, as you can see, in the final stage of cooking them, because they're almost there. There's still quite a bit of white there, but they're getting darker and darker. Okay, the stew is coming along, looking good. And these are the wontons. We've got 2 different types, this chicken and cilantro type. And let's pull it out. There is this one, the steamed dumplings, chicken and vegetable. And they come packaged differently, they look differently. Okay, let's open it up. Okay, here we go. These chicken and cilantro look like this. They're kind of like pinched on the top. And the other ones are actually individually sized into 6 wontons per package, and they come with sauce, and there's basically 1 packet of sauce for each package of the wontons. So we're gonna just load it up. We're just gonna split them up because they're kind of stuck together a little bit, and let's put that away. That's enough. And then we're gonna cook 3 packs of these individually packaged ones, chicken and vegetables. Now back to the onions. Onions are looking like they are done. They are completely caramelized. Look at those onions. They taste. You should smell those things. Now this is also This is incredible. The smell that's coming out of that pan is just unbelievable. We're gonna remove all the bones. The bones are gone, and this stew is so delicious. It's just anyway. Yeah. So now we're gonna be boiling some water for our wontons. Yeah, let's put some of this sauce. That's a good idea. Sauce. Well, yeah, I only showed that I put one packet, but I actually put a packet per each of the packages of the wontons that I'm using. So basically, I put in 3 packets. Or was it 4? 3. Anyway, yeah. Now the wontons are coming along. They're cooking. As you can see, they're getting ready, beginning to float. And everything is looking absolutely amazing. Look at that. Look at that boiling stew. Look at those onions. Look at those wontons already. Ugh. This is so good. And then, of course, you've got to put some butter in there because everything tastes better with butter. You just can't go without butter, especially when you're cooking pasta. You have to put some butter in there. Don't care if it's fattening. Don't care if it's whatever anybody says. You have to have butter in your pasta. We're going to put the onions into our stew. That stew is amazing. It's just sizzling as we speak. And we're going to put onions in there and mix it up. All of the onions. And I guess the speed recording has gone away. Now we're just taking it to the normal speed because it's just awesome to look at. It's just like this anticipation of that meal. It was just, I can remember. Like this is where I always fuck up usually because I'm so hungry by the time the food is ready that I just can't wait for it to jump into my mouth, and and I start making shortcuts and cutting corners, and the final product, the presentation, ends up being all screwed up because I'm just too lazy to or too much in a rush rather to do a good job on that end. But let's take a sip. Oh yeah. All right, put that away. Yes. Okay, let's make it happen now. Now we're gonna make it happen. Look at that. Oh, it's looking good. Just add a little bit of that sauce. Yep, just on top of it for decorations because there's a good bed of stew underneath. And we're gonna add a little bit of green. Just a little tiny bit of parsley. Boom. Done. Look at that. Amazing. Just a moment of quiet. All right, there's a picture. And let's eat. I'm gonna taste it. There is not a word, or there are no words that can describe this experience. This is absolutely ridiculously beyond amazing.
As pretty as yours.
Yeah, but it looks nice.
It looks yummy. It smells good.
Right. How
That's
is
really good. Wait. Damn, Dad. You need to chill.
that bad, huh?
It's so good.
And there you have it. Dumplings a la pork stew, or pork stew dumplings, or however you want to name it. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like our video if you like it, and follow us on social media. The links are on the profile, and I'll see you in the next episode.